All right, welcome guys to another video. Today we're here in Koh Lanta and we're gonna go and we're gonna explore part of the island. We're gonna go and we're gonna look at the west side of the island. I'm gonna show you the major beaches from the north down to the south. And not gonna go to all of them. There's like nine beaches, but four of like the main ones where the tourists and all the resorts and stuff are at. So let me show you around. Okay, so the top of the island right here where we're at, this is the tourist pier. And they have a lot of tours and everything that goes out of here. You can you can come over here by speedboat or whatever. But this is where like the passenger terminal is. It's not the car ferry. The car ferry is a little bit further to the east. And it's not too far away from here. But this is the downtown area. And it's pretty quiet right now. There's just not a lot of tourists in this area. But maybe after they release the restrictions, things will open back up. But there's a lot of tours that take you for like the dives, 4-island tours, stuff like that. You can go snorkeling or scuba diving. They have the regular stuff, the knickknacks and seafood and all of that. So this is kind of a nice little area to come and explore. All right, so let's go down. The first one we're gonna go down to is Klong Dao. Okay, so here we are on Chong Dao Beach. This is the furthermost north beach on the west side of Koh Lanta, the big island, where all the resorts and everything are. And this one's the easiest to get to. It's the furthest north from like the ferry pier and the tourist pier also. So this is where most people come. So let's look around. This beach is another spectacular beach here on Koh Lanta. There's 9 major beaches, but these, like, there's 4 really where all the resorts and everything are. The smaller beaches still have some resorts that are, a little smaller area without as much infrastructure. But this is like the first one you come to from the north. And it's 3 kilometers of sand, and it starts over there just past those rocks, and it comes around inside of this little bay. You have all these trees that line the inside, just like most of the beaches at Koh Lanta. And then you have bars, restaurants, and all of that are here. And then the beach goes all the way down. You see this natural little bay, and then you have that rock with all those trees and everything over there. And that's what separates Klong Dao Beach from the next beach, which is Phra Ae Beach or Long Beach, and we'll go down there and take a look at it in a bit. But there's quite a few things here. This is where most of the nightlife is, if you could really call that, on Koh Lanta. This is such a quiet island. They have a few places, but most of it is just kind of a relaxed atmosphere where you sit, like in a little restaurant or a bar or whatever, and you would just enjoy the nature around you. These beaches, all these beaches that I'm going to talk about in this video are on the west side of the island, and so they're great for the sunset, and they do have some spectacular sunsets here on this beach. And you look out over the ocean, you have a nice view. The water is crystal clear, and you see all those limestone cliffs and islands and everything that are off the coast. And you're just south of Krabi, so you have basically the same view. It's just a little further away like those islands are, but it's amazing here. The sand is this huge white sand beach. It's really, really clear, really clean. They do a nice job of making sure that there's no plastic and trash and stuff like that on the beach. This beach is great for swimming. It's a nice gentle slope, so you don't have to worry about, it getting too deep too fast if you have the kids or whatever. Now, Klong Dao Beach is one of the only beaches on this island that there's not any big rocks. It's just sand and more sand and more sand. So it is awesome. Now, you're not going to have like the jet skis and all of that here, the power boats and all the noise. These beaches are just so quiet. It's such a change from if you go to like Patong Beach or Champon or something like that. or not champong, but like Jomtien up at Pattaya. You won't have all the banana boats, parasailing, and all of that. This is just to come and enjoy the sun and the sand. Yeah, the water and the sand is absolutely perfect. This white sand, so nice on the feet. The water is like a bathtub. There's not much more you can say. If you're a beach person, this is just absolutely ideal. Koh Lanta is definitely a dream place. Now at Koh Dao, they have a little like beach road that's in about, I don't know, half a kilometer from here, and it has most of the restaurants and everything, and they'll have Thai food, Western food, all of that. And then the touristy pier is just to the north, and you can take speedboats out to do these island tours and everything. It's really convenient from here. You can go out to James Bond Island from this side. And if you want to go to some of the other islands like Koh Lanta and everything, I think they leave from like Koh Lanta Old Town Pier, which is on the east side. And then there's a couple other little piers that have some boats and stuff that you can take. All right, so let's go down to the next beach. This one is Klong Dao Beach, and it gets its name from the name of a canal. It's Canal Dao, which is probably somebody's name. Okay, this is the second beach. We're on Phra Ae, or better known as Long Beach. This one is about, I guess it's about 3 kilometers south of Klong Dao. It's the second major beach from the north as you come in, and it is a beautiful, just a beautiful white sand beach that has about 4 kilometers of beach, and it's just in between two big rocks on each end of the beach. Other than that, it is just absolutely perfect. So let's look around, and then we'll go down south to Klong Kong and Klong Nin, all 4 of the beaches. So you can see that's the southern tip of this beach, and there's a bunch of resorts. There's 3 to 5-star resorts along the way. There's restaurants and a few little like bar things along this beach, but mostly it's just kind of a relaxed feel. Just come here and enjoy the beach and enjoy the sunset. This beach has an amazing sunset, same as all these beaches on the west side. So people come here to enjoy the sand and watch the sunset. And you can see on the beach, it's perfect, clean, lots of white sand, a little bit of coral, but it's not bad at all. And tons of ghost crabs. Now what they do get a lot on this beach is the jellies will wash up, the jellyfish, but just step around them. They're not bad at all. If you go swimming, probably run a risk of getting stung, but other than that, it's not bad. Now on the back side of the beach, lots of shade trees all amongst the resorts. They'll have plenty of shade so you can sit out there. And it does get really, really hot here. I mean, it's 34, 35 degrees with 80% humidity. It just gets boiling hot. So the shade is very, very nice. See like a little restaurant there. Now the beach road is just behind these trees, probably 100, 150 meters or so. And there's a bunch of Western food, Thai food, the normal stuff back there. And they have the song towels that can take you from the pier all around, or you can hire like a taxi or the motorcycle with the little sidecar, the rope puang they call it, and they can get you around. And from this beach, they also, if you hire some of the tours, like if you wanted to go see like Koh Mook or Koh Lanta or something like that, a lot of these tours will pull up right here on the beach and pick you up from your hotel to take you on the tour. So very, very convenient. And you can see the view from this. Just very, very nice. You can't go wrong with this beach. I mean, any of the 4 are nice. So just the amount of paradise you want. Paradise 1, Paradise 2, 3, or 4. Tough decision. You got the bamboo furniture and everything. So here's a couple of the little jellyfish that have washed up. Some of them will be bigger, but that's mostly what you see is about that size. And not a problem to step around them. Got some bungalows there with some nice grass. Now we're staying on this beach, and from the hotel there's like an infinity pool right in the front, and it's just one of the most amazing views from a swimming pool you'll have is right here, just looking at this, looking at the ocean and the beach from there. You can see this is Long Beach Chalet and Limbs at Koh Lanta. So they have a little bar and restaurant right here. Then they have the little sun chairs. They have some massage and everything also. And this is about as much activity as anywhere on this beach right here. They have the beach volleyball set up, and other than that there's just like no crowd, as you can see. And there's a bunch more resorts just like this all through the trees that kind of stretch along this 4 kilometers of beach. And another jelly like that. But like I said, just walk right around it. So this is Phra Ae, or Long Beach. And it's probably, to me, it's one of the best beaches I've been on in Thailand. I've been to hundreds of beaches in this country, and this one is just absolutely amazing. Just from the quality of the sand, how long it is, you know, how relaxed the feel is to me. You know, I'm not into the power boats or the speedboats or anything like that. I just want to come to the beach and walk around and enjoy. So to me, this is one of the best beaches you'll ever go to. And it's just right here on Koh Lanta. This is the second beach, and I'm going to show you the view from the hotel, and then we'll go down to the next beach, Klong Kong. Okay, so here's the view from the hotel, and they have the little bungalows, and then they have the main part. So we got the room here for 817 baht. That includes breakfast. I think that's pretty fair. There's just not a lot of tourists, so there's some pretty good deals to be found right now. And most of the people that were staying here are Thais that can come out. All right, so that's that. And they do have a little restaurant and bar and everything right over there. All right, so let's go on to the next one. Okay, so this is the third beach of the 4. This is Klong Kong, which is the name of a canal or whatever. Anyway, this is the one just south of Long Beach, or Phra Ae, and before Klong Nin. I know it's hard to keep them all separate because of all the different names. But this is probably the rockiest beach out of all of the 4, and it's not as well developed. They have some like little bungalows and coffees and cafe shops and all of that stuff all along. And it's just, it's more, it has a feel more of like a local beach. Like if you go out into the country, that's kind of what the feel of it is to me. So let's look around and see what it looks like. So right here, kind of in the middle, you got this like little park area. And then you can see the tide's out, so you got an extra little bit of rocks and stuff like that. But this normally wouldn't be visible. So, but it also is there whenever the tide is up. If you go swimming, you have to dodge all of those rocks that are just below the surface. You know, if you wanted to go snorkeling, you could look around and see some of the fish and stuff like that. But at the southern end, you'll see that the fishermen will anchor their boats right there. And so, you know, just like I said, it just adds to it kind of being, you know, like a local beach. And you see the fishermen up underneath the trees. And this one will be, you know, it has very little development around it. There is some little bungalow hotels like up there on the right, but there's none of the real major, like, you know, just 5-star resort after 5-star resort. But, you know, if you wanted to come down here, and if you like to beach comb, this is it. Come over here, you can find some nice coral and nice shells and all of that. And you can still enjoy the nice view. It just isn't the pristine white sand the whole way like Long Beach and all of those. And this is what that little park area looks like. And they are building some more bungalows back there in the tree line. This is about, I don't know, 300 meters or so off of the beach road, where all the restaurants and all of that is behind. But there will be you know, beach restaurants and stuff that you can get closer to the beach, or closer if you stayed in one of these bungalows in the Ban Saladan. Yeah, these bungalows would be real nice here. I love staying on those. You kind of feel like you're in your own little house right on the beach. And another resort right next to it. You got the El Pelag Lanta Resort, or however you say it. Has the massage, has the coffee shop. Got a tree over here, somebody in a hammock catching some Z's. It's like the pool. And then some shade trees. Yeah, this, for what it lacks in like a nice white sand beach, it's fair enough with some of the little resorts and stuff. And you got a couple that are closed up here. The Nuo Zone Resort, and a couple others that are kind of masked off. Now at the northern end of the beach, it gets a lot better than at the southern as far as the sand. It's not near as rocky up here. So if you're gonna stay, definitely want to stay towards the north of the beach if you like to do anything on it, like walking and all that. Otherwise, if you're down there on all those shells and rocks, you gotta wear your shoes. So the beach keeps going. It kind of does around that little bend right there, and it goes up to those rocks, and that's the end. And so you can decide if you like this or not. So this is the third beach along from the north on the west side. And like I said, I'm only going to do the 4 big beaches as you come in from the pier. And this one here, it's a little rockier. It's not as nice. You know, the sand towards the north, it's a little better. But it's still definitely a beach, and it's still paradise. Here we are on Klong Nin Beach. This is the furthest south beach of the ones I'm going to talk about. There are some more that keep on going down, like Diamond Head, and there's a whole bunch of small little beaches between here and the southern part of the island. And the southern part has the national park on it, but we're not going to go down that far. Some of those beaches have some big rocks and all of that on it. So this is the last of the major beaches. So the 4 that are along the west coast. And again, this is Klong Nin. So let's look around. So this is what Klong Nin looks like. So it comes from those rocks down there, and it has this beautiful open beach, and it has a bunch of resorts and pubs and stuff like that along the way, like the Rasta Bar and all of that. And then it goes all the way up there to those rocks, and it is just another one of these spectacular beaches. The water's nice, the view is fantastic. Now most of the accommodations on this beach are like the 3-star type, and it has kind of a village atmosphere. I don't know really how else to say it, but it's kind of just a little narrow road, and has a lot of just little stuff on the side. You can see like here's what is that, Charlie Lay's restaurant. They got the music playing and the beach chairs, and just kind of an open feel. It's not crowded at all. It's midday right now, and there's nobody else out on the beach. There just isn't a whole lot of tourists on this island, period. But you know, the ones that are not here. And there's so much room on this beach between the resorts and the restaurants and everything that you just aren't going to run into a big crowd. There are actually 2 people at Charlie Bar Lay's, or whatever they call that place, playing the reggae. As you can see, the beach stretches up, and there's some small resorts. Most of these are, you know, like 3-star. They're not going to be super fancy, but you know, the budget for whatever you have. Down here you can pay $30 a night, as opposed to some of these others where you're paying $300, and the view is absolutely the same. It just depends on what you're looking for. Now this little one here has a great atmosphere to this village, or this beach. It's kind of like a village atmosphere for sure. So you know, just little mom and pop places all along. It's not crowded. There's no fast food, no chain stores, no super malls, anything like that down here. This is all just little small things, which is nice. It's good to get away, and there's just no crowd. I mean, there's nobody here. But I think maybe they will change. There will be after next month when they release the restrictions of people being able to come in, so maybe more tourists will come in. They just have not had any tourists on this island for 2 years, and you can really see with the amount of places that are closed up. Yeah, and these are, you know, 3.5 stars or so. If you want to come and spend a couple days, couple weeks, however long, on a beautiful beach and enjoy views like this, where you can see those rocks, little rocky islands all around, this is definitely it. And this is Klong Nin, the southernmost beach. And it's just this long stretch of beautiful white sand. All right, guys, so that finishes up our little tour of the 4 major beaches on the west side. I started at the top, the furthest north one, and came all the way down to Klong Nin. And it's quite nice. There's you can't go wrong. Just depends on what you're looking for. You know, if you want it to be a little more crowded, a little busier, you know, the one closest to the northern pier. If you want it to be kind of quiet and laid back, more of a backpacker type feel, then Klong Nin is the beach for you. If you want just kind of a middle ground, you know, Long Beach is perfect. You can't go wrong with that. It's probably the best beach of the 4. So I don't know, it's all up to whoever. If you're at any of them, you're not going to be unhappy, I can tell you that. So anyway, guys, if you like the video, make sure you subscribe. That's how you get notified if I post a new video, and it helps my channel grow. And share it, and click like and comment if you've been here. Let me know in a comment, or if you want to come, tell me also. Or if you've had a bad experience, you came here and crashed a motorcycle, or got bit by a monkey. You never know what happens on a holiday, right? So anyway, tell me that in a comment. And as always, guys, remember, life is a journey, and enjoy.